Hey Flosstube, it is Michelle from Made by Michelle McGraw, and this is part 3 of the Whip Parade. So if you were here for part 1 and part 2, thank you for joining me again. Part 2, I had to quickly sign off. We had tornado sirens going off. So we've had bad weather today, lots of rain. I think somewhere near the airport got 5 inches. I'm not sure what we got. I know that my driveway was flooded for a time. There's a pipe that goes underneath our driveway, and sometimes it floods until it can get caught up. I did change my shirt because I cleaned up everything, and I've been labeling them with tags and putting them on the shelf. And I got hot. It's like 60 some here today, which is why we're having this severe weather. So I changed my shirt, but it's the same day. And it's actually not even raining, although we're supposed to get winds the rest of the night. And our tornado warning has expired. So that is all good news. And I'm back, and I have 2 more baskets to show, and I'm done. This is a lot of whips. Okay. So we can start with Cathedral Woods Goddess. Okay, so I first started this, and I'm going to show you my start because I haven't done away with it. So when I first started stitching this, I stitched this on linen. It was Lakeside linen, and it wasn't working. There were a lot of different things. I also made better copies of my Mirabilia chart so that I could follow it better. Now, I read online that somebody takes that, I think it was in a Mirabilia group, they take their Mirabilia chart and they use the charting program to rechart it. They're not changing it. They're just putting it in the program, and then they can do page breaks and stuff. I thought that was a brilliant idea. They did say it's a lot of work to rechart it, and then you can make it bigger. But they were saying that it works wonders for them. Now, I've never done that, but I will tell you the big, huge Mirabilia charts are a problem for me to use. So they're hard. They're just hard. So I know some people put them in their programs, like Pattern Keeper, or there's a couple other ones. They put them in that, and they say that works really well. I don't use my iPad when I stitch, so I like paper copies, so anything to make it easier. So the first time I started stitching this, I started in 2020, and I used 28 count navy bean from Lakeside Linen. I restarted it with a fresh approach, and I've been liking this a lot better. And I actually think because I'm using a piece of Lugana, I like it better. I don't know why. I am sure it is in my mind because they stitched the exact same, but I also made better copies. That's been the key. Here is my progress. So I'm stitching this one on 27 count Muddy Puddle from Bestitch Me. And she is beautiful. I am putting the Krynic in, and the silk, the Carlton water lilies. As I stitch, the only thing I'll have to do is go back and do the beads. And there is a lot of beads on her. So I've gotten good progress on her, and I've enjoyed it more. So I guess the moral to that story is sometimes the right fabric changes a project for me. Maybe it does for you too. So if you're not liking something, maybe change the fabric that you're using. Maybe use something that you prefer better. I don't know. I haven't gotten rid of my initial start, but I honestly don't think I'm going to need it because I am loving that one so much now. Sorry, you can hear all the beads in there. So that is a whip that is staying, and the linen piece will probably go away because I'm not going to finish that. Okay, this is, whoops, I forgot to put that back in there. I need my chart. Okay, this is Oh, I'm dropping all kinds of stuff on the floor today. I have like a pile underneath my table of stuff that I've dropped, and I'm not even lying. It's really ridiculous, quite frankly, of how much stuff I've dropped on the floor. Okay. This is from Twin Peak Primitives. This is another very old whip. And I have a lot of progress, and I really don't want to do away with it. But for some reason, I just don't enjoy working on it. And it could be the stiff Ada that I chose. I don't know. This is Rust in Peace from Twin Peak Primitives. And this has taken way longer than it should have. Honestly, way longer than it should have. I should have been done with this. I'm stitching it on 14 count Vintage Country Mocha. Yeah, I guess it's Vintage Country Mocha. It doesn't really look like it to me. Okay, so that's as far as I've gone. I do like it. I started that one because when I met my husband, he had goats. So I kind of thought that that would be a good project to do kind of for him. Well, you see how far I've gotten. I haven't gotten very far at all. Okay. But I have progress and I do like it, so it stays in the pile, I think. Okay, this is another one. I don't know if, I think I've showed this before. Let's see. This is Flea Market Flowers from Lori Holt. And here's the chart. Now, I'm doing mine a little bit differently. I'm doing it as a banner for the summertime. So I'm basically doing this and this. Actually, I think it starts over here. Okay, so here is my banner. I do not have much progress. There's the first piece. But it'll be a banner. I'll go to the bottom. I'll stitch as much as I have, and then I'll call it done. I do like this one. I love the colors. I think they're nice and bright. I do wish I had done it on a darker fabric because the colors look really good on a darker fabric. But that's okay. Okay, this one doesn't have a card because I haven't started it. It's just kitted up because I did the other piece. So I kept it all together. It is one that I do want to do. I did, this is Carrots and Cottontails Farm. And I did this piece a while back. I did it on very small fabric. I loved it. I left the bottom section out, loved it. I want to do these smaller pieces. So I keep it all kitted up because everything's in there. I actually need to do that. That's one of the spring pieces that I actually like. I like it. It's beautiful. Okay, this one is probably a ditch for me. And I'll show you why. I don't think I'm loving the colors, and I'm not going to change them right now. So I think this is just going to be a ditch. This is Rabbit Folk from Prairie Schooler. They are cute, but I need to change the colors on them, and this is as far as I've gotten. Wait a minute. If I've done another one, you know what? I think I have done, I think I finished one of them. So this is another one. So maybe I'll just have to stitch it like it is. All right, here's my start. This is stitched on 28 count Prairie Dust Lugana from Color and Cotton. I'm doing the little overall rabbit, so him. I think I've already done one of these. I'm going to have to look in my pile. I think I've already done one. So if I've already done one, I'm not going to change the colors on it because then it won't match. I'll just finish them like they are. Well, I thought I could get rid of a whip, but apparently no. But once again, I stitched one and then scrolled off to something else. Okay, this does not have a card because I haven't started it, but I kitted it up. This is Soda Stitch. I got the PDF, but I'd like to see the name of it. Oh, Camping Couple. I think that's cute for the summertime. So I have it all kitted up and I need to start it. I just haven't. So okay, this is going to be a ditch, I believe. So this is Nursery Rhymes 2 from Prairie Schooler. And I'll show you. Once again, it doesn't have a card, so does it not? Wait a minute. Maybe I'm missing it. Yep, here it is. I'm stitching it on Picture This Plus 16 count vellum. And here's the chart. So I was gonna do this Mary Had a Little Lamb, leave the name off, and just do it as a spring picture. I do like it, now that I'm looking at it. Darn nabbit. But here's how much I have. So not a big start, but now that I look at it, I do like it, and I think it would be cute for the spring and the summer. And I have such a hard time picking out stuff for those two categories, or at least for spring. So maybe it lives on. Oh well. Okay, I don't have the pattern. Yes, I do. This is supposed to be a bigger one. Welcome to the Forest. And this is from Country Cottage Needlework, sorry. And this one was a to-go project for a long time. This is as far as I've gotten. I'm not sure that I'm still in love with this. It is springish. So maybe it stays. I was stitching this on 14 count Picture This Plus sterling. I do have the other chart somewhere, but I don't know where they're at. You know what? It stays for now. How about that? It's a small project. It does have others in its set. Maybe I need to see the others to decide. Okay, this is I need to find my, why do I have two pieces? That's weird. I have two pieces in here. I have no idea why I have two pieces of fabric in there and they're started. It's weird. Okay, I'm doing just the bunny. I'm changing the colors so that it stands out on my fabric. This is Egg Collector by Teresa Kogut. Now, I am just doing the bunny. I love everything else, but I wanted to do the bunny as a stand-up. So, this is my start on the bunny. She's really cute. I did put an egg in her hand besides the scissors, so she's kind of Eastery. I do like this one. I don't know why I have a piece that has this random, maybe I stitched it with too many threads. I don't know. I don't know why. See, this is random. Why did I start that part and then didn't finish? But I do like the other part. And I do like this one. I think the bunny is really cute. So that stays. This is a very old whip. I started this whip in kind of like my grandfather. My grandfather always used to do these weird little rhymes and stuff with me. And I mean, I loved it as a kid, don't get me wrong. And so one of them was, you know, here's the house, here's the church, here's the steeple, open the doors, you see all the people. And I mean, he just did that as a kid, all this stuff. So here's the church. And I just thought that reminded me of my grandfather. It also reminded me of my grandfather because we used to go over to his church and help him clean the church. And he would set the church bells and stuff. And it was, I really enjoyed that as a kid. So that is my start. I need to finish this one. I actually don't, I mean, I have a good start on it. So I just need to put this in the pile and do this. I think that would be a really sweet one to finish. So it stays. I am stitching on, I have no idea. No idea, mystery fabric. Okay, this one is one that I started, and I want to do this as a wedding sampler for me and my husband. And let me see, because I made lots of changes. This is needle and pins, and it's from Theron Traditions, and I'm stitching it on 25 count Prim Lugana from Lori Holt. I picked all my own colors. They're fall and muted, and it was inspired by Long Dog Stitcher. So you probably won't be able to read it. I'll read it. It says, needles and pins. When a man marries, his troubles begin, needles and pins. And then they have some names and a date. And I was just going to change that. There it is. I do really like this one. I love my color choices. So there's my color choices. They're more muted. They're more me. I love this fabric. I don't have much of a start, but I still really love this one, so it stays. Let me see the colors. This is my color palette that I have. And as you can see, I have all different colors in here. But those are just beautiful colors. So I picked them all. I still love this. I still want to do this. This needs to get some time, so maybe it needs to go by my chair, and I need to fully finish that. Picking my own colors also updated it a little bit. It is a little bit of a dated looking sampler, but I do like it. So that stays. Okay. A wad of dog hair on there. That's super yucky. Thank you so much for my dogs. Okay. Does this have a card? That is going to be the question. Yes. So I think this is Spring in the City from Crochet A Go-Go. It's in a different language, but I think that's what it says. And I am just doing this top row for now. And this is my progress. I showed it on one of my recent floss tubes. I haven't done anything else on it, but I do really like the colors. And for a spring stitch, that is a plus for me. So this one 110% stays, and I will be stitching on that this year, I hope. Okay, this is another one I have done, and I've done the zebras, I think. And this is kind of one of those where I want to do all of them. It is 2x2 by Prairie Schooler. So you have these. I've done the zebras, as I will now forever call them, because my friend Mama Loves You GB called them zebras, called a pattern zebras, and they're now zebras. So if you want to talk to me about anything with these animals on it, they're zebras. So I am doing now, I'm doing the ostriches, which are here. And so there's two ones. There's 2x2 and 2x2 2. And I love these. I am stitching these on 28 count camo from Bestitch Me. And this, okay, I guess that's the top, because that's the tree. So I've already done one of these. I want to do them all and have a dough bowl, including the arc. So this actually needs to get some love, because I haven't worked on this in a long time, and I really, really like them. And I have a magazine article. I don't think it's in here. There was a magazine pattern that had some of them. And I I want to stitch it with these too. So that one is 100% staying because I really like that. Okay, this is going to be a restart, so I'm not even going to show you. This is Welcome to Rivendell. And I do have, let me make sure. Yes, this is all tent stitched. I am going to restart it. I don't like the tent stitching. That is a ditch for now. So, that will be, I'm probably not going to restart it. I'm just going to ditch it for now and then restart it and not do tent stitching. Okay. This is always one of my favorites. I say this. I don't love stitching on this because it's old school stitching, but I do love having some of this nativity. And I have a bunch of nativities in here, but I'm going to only show the one I'm working on. This is the Jan Lynn kit. It is now a cooler pattern, and it's just the pattern now, and it's a nativity. And I have done Mary and Joseph. I've done one of the wise men, and I started the camel, right? No, a donkey. I've also done the donkey. I have started the camel. Here is the top of the camel. I am stitching this on 14 count rustic natural Aida, and I wish I had picked a softer Aida because it would be easier to turn these when you're stitching them into stand-ups, but I didn't quite think that through. And at this point I've started, I used something that I had a whole yard of. Whoops. I need to put the floss back in that bag because if I lose it, that's not good. There are other nativities in that bag that I have, and I kind of put them all in there. Eventually, I'd like to stitch all of them. All right, we are down to one basket left. Of course something falls. Of course something falls, right? Okay. This is You Belong to Me from Long Dog Sampler. Don't look at my messy pattern because it has been through it. But I adore this one. I want to get back to stitching it. This is a actually great truck project because it's just black and white. So there it is. I love it. I thought that I would get bored stitching just the black and white. I have not. I love this piece. I am stitching it on 14 count Picture This Plus Murky. Love it. I love the black and white. When I tried it, I did it off somebody's inspiration, and I really thought theirs was pretty. They did theirs on like a teal fabric, and I thought, no, I'm going to do mine on murky because that's what I love. I love murky, and I've loved it. Okay, this is Gaia, the Earth Goddess from Bella Filipina. I have used Fabric Flare Canvas in Motion. Let me show the pattern. Oh, hold on. I'm going to adjust the camera. It just moved. Oh, I know why. One of my dogs, I have it charging. Hold on just a minute. Hey, it's Michelle from Made by Michelle McGraw. This is the second part of part 3. Sorry, my dog moved the camera. I tried to adjust it. It hit the button. Sorry, we're going to pick up right where we left off. I'm going to try to splice these videos together. If I can't, you'll get like a part 3A and a part 3B, but I'll release them at the same time. So, okay, this is Gaia, the Earth Goddess from Bella Filipina. And I'm stitching her on Canvas in Motion. And she's beautiful. I am on her dress and it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I haven't stitched on this lately. I've been working on my Cathedral Wood Goddess, and that's okay. But she will get some love. She's definitely staying. Okay, this is I don't even think I have the updated chart in here. This is Castle Homecoming Club from the Frosted Pumpkin, and there is another update to this I haven't printed yet. I am way behind, but that's okay. I really love this. I do want to finish stitching it. I'm stitching it on 14 count rainbow from Stony, it's Over the Rainbow from Crosswing Collections. This is my progress. I haven't worked on it much, but I do really like it. It's very pretty. And where else am I going to use this rainbow fabric? Why not for a castle, right? That kind of fits in the fairy tale. So that's why I picked to use that piece. Use it up, get rid of it. That was the perfect project. So that whip will stay. We are getting down to the nitty gritty. This is all my birthday ones, which I want to get back and stitch. I have a bunch of birthday patterns in here. This is Lucy Heaton cross stitch, elephant birthday cards. I've done 2 of them, I think. They're super cute. This is Happy Birthday from Primrose Cottage. I would change the colors to match what I've already done. And that's a bad picture. I think my printer was running out of ink. Hold on, I've got a couple more birthday ones in here I can show you if I can find the cover page and not the actual chart. Sometimes that's the problem with buying something on Etsy. They don't include a cover page. And as much as I would love to shout them out, I can't show the pattern without a cover page. So yeah, that one doesn't have a cover page until I stitch it, and then I can. This one is from Lucky Star Stitches. It's on Etsy, and it just says Happy Birthday. Once again, I would change the colors to match the elephant that I've already done. And I don't currently have one going because I finished it, but all of the floss and fabric is in there. Okay. This is always a favorite of mine. I love it. I want to finish this very quickly. This is Beauty Fades from Teresa Kogut. And let me show you. This used to be a Patreon, and now it is available for purchase. Bad glare. I am not doing this part or the alphabet, so I'm just doing this row, and this row. And I will show you my progress. Let me find Beauty Fades. I am stitching this on Lori Holt Pebble Lugana. I believe it is 25 count. So top finished, middle finished, the bottom. But I've already reached the bottom, so I've got my border coming out so you can see where I have plenty of fabric. I'm good to go. I just need to finish this bottom section. So that needs to get some love because that is one that I want to get done and get framed. It is so pretty and I want to have that on my wall. Just a couple more and we're done. Okay. This is the Scott Pine Santa. And I am stitching him on 14 count Picture This Plus Cyprium. I did not use the perforated paper, but the color that I chose is very close to the perforated paper. Here's the chart. He looks weird without his beard, doesn't he? And I just need to finish this one. This one I need to finish. I have a lot of Mill Hill ones that I want to do, and I want to stitch them on fabric. Let me move my chair. My chair is hitting the wall there, making a weird noise. Okay. Oh, what is this? What is this? Okay. This one I have kind of lingered on and I've thought about. This is Long Dog Sampler, and it's Saga. And I love it, but I may be changing something. And I don't know. I haven't given it enough thought. Now that I look at it, I think I'm going to leave it. This is Saga. I love all the arches. I love all the animals. And here's my start. It is stitched on 14 count Fox and Rabbit flannel flower. And I do like it. I'm using different color of reds for the animals, and then tans for the background, and 3371 for the arches. And I do like it. It's going to be a big one. The idea was to put it over my fireplace. I thought about changing it to murky, and I thought about changing it to black and white. But now that I see it, I think I'm just going to leave it like it is and have something a little different. Okay, I think there's 2 or 3 more. Down to the nitty-gritty. Okay. This is actually one that I have worked on since you last saw it. Not too much, but a little bit. And do I need to take it out? Yes, I need to take it out. This is the Bride and Groom from Laser Arts Design on Etsy. Now this is something totally different, as you can tell by my whips. I have not done a project like this before, which is like the watercolor look, and I do have to say I really like it. It's weird to see it up close, and I'll show you up close and then I'll back it away. Let me show you the picture. This is the Bride and Groom. And so here's my progress. I'm working on her dress. It is a lot of confetti. It is not good for me to stitch in the truck because it's very easy to get off a line. And since it's all confetti, it's not blocks of color. This is a home project. I don't take that on the go. And so that does take me more time. I have to do it just here. So I try to put it on my desk, like, you know, okay, in between this project and this project, I'm going to get a little stitches in. Okay. We are down to the last project. Last project. This one is a restart, and I'm not even going to show it because it's tent stitch. I'm going to restart it. So this is actually going to be a restart soon. This is Visit Endor from Country Magic Stitch, and I'm just not liking the tent stitch. I love Star Wars, and I want to love it, and I'm going to restitch it. So that wasn't even one to show. I know, right? All right, that is it. That is all of my whips that I have. I did get rid of some whips last year, and this year I have some that I'm going to be getting rid of or changing. So that's okay. I still have some. Oh, okay. That is a whip. Didn't realize. So I did get rid of some stuff. I did narrow it down. I will do a whip count and put it in the comments on this last video, or maybe I'll put them in all the videos as I upload them. So thank you so much for joining me. I enjoy doing projects. I have lots of fabric, obviously, and I don't mind having a lot of whips. What I need to get better at is going back and working on them. And that's kind of a goal that I want to do. So that is a goal, is to go back and start to work on some of these whips and get them out of the whip pile. So it'll be interesting to see how many whips I have. I will give you a number. Thank you for joining me. I hope you liked this whip parade, And the next time you see me, I'll be back with a normal floss tube. Thanks and happy stitching.